Welcome back to the Always Thinking Mindset channel, where we give you positive vibes and simple rules to achieve your goals. We share content to expand your mindset and overcome any obstacles that are in your way. In this channel, we focus on personal growth and achieving your full potential. It all starts with mindset. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like today's episode, smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. So in this episode, we're speaking on 5 steps to be focused and productive. I love this. This gets the mindset going, makes you tackle life, projects, everything. And as always, we begin with a quote. They stated, "You don't need to see the whole staircase to start." Dr. Martin Luther King stated this, implementing that you just need to take the first step. You don't need to see the whole staircase, right? Because when you plan something, you're trying to plan the beginning, the middle, the end, the what ifs, everything that seems to pan out in your vision. But in reality, you just have to take the first step, and that is taking action. Sometimes you just have to learn as you go. And those are the best people that learn a new skill or a trait. Now, the first rule we get into is blocking off time. Yes, folks, we only have 24 hours to do something every day. And we sleep maybe 8 hours. Maybe. Not me. I sleep 6. But that's okay. Everyone is different. But we have to learn how to incorporate and master the time, right? What that means is we have to get on schedules. We have to look at our work calendars. We have to look at our personal calendars. We have to master the time. Mastering the time consists of putting priorities first. Because you're blocking off time, you're devoting a lot of energy to that. Now, whether it's coming up with a schedule, having reminders on the phone, just coming up with a simple strategy, that in itself will get you going. Like anything else, once you get a few reps in, you'll understand how and where you can make an adjustment. Also, with this mindset, what you'll have to do is provide balance, right? Because we get discouraged, we get overwhelmed, just like everything in life, but it takes balance. In order to do it, you have to start it. You have to see how far you can go before you learn to take breaks or understand, this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. In order to block off time, we have to come up with strategy. Strategy is something that is needed in order to obtain a goal. See, when you block off time, you really give yourself a moment to reflect, to engage, to listen, to learn. Do everything you need to do to be focused and productive. Now, the next rule is on changing your environment. This consists of your surroundings. Sometimes we get distracted and we can't stay focused or productive. So guess what? You have to change your surroundings. What I mean by this is if you work better in a quiet area, go to the quiet area. If you can work in a cafe or a library, then go do that. You know yourself more than anybody else. Because in an environment, you have to get inspiration, right? You have to do what motivates you in that time. Because we all need inspiration, whether it's nature or the beach, wherever you're most productive and focused, do it and stick to it. Because in an environment that you like, you're more relaxed and free, and thoughts will just flow through you. you're able to sit and think and reminisce on what you need to do. Now, the next rule would be getting down to business and doing intense work. Yes, intense work. You got to put in the work. You have to zone in, right? Zoning in means you have to get to work, no procrastination, no distractions, and really work on that project, whether it's writing a book, studying for a test, or actually planning your future. You must have no distractions, right? Some people will have music in the background, movies, family members around, and you got to understand, yes, that's okay for some, but the majority of the time, you want intense work, no distractions. And also, in order to have intense work, you have to generate a plan. When you have a plan, you see the risks that are involved, and this helps you be a better focused mind and productive outlet, because now you're able to sit down, strategize. It's just like writing an essay. You need an outline, right? Unless you just are so good at it, you don't need any kind of direction. Now, the next rule is going to be on breaks, right? Here, I think you have to take as many as needed. You have to put in the work on the front end, but give yourself a break, right? Don't torture yourself. Don't torture your mind. Keep up with it. Taking as many breaks will help not only process, but will actually help ideas get created. Sometimes we need dead space. We need, that's what meditation is. Meditation is sort of a slowing down the pace before getting back to business. You have to learn to unwind. You have to learn how to step back in order to step forward. And the same thing goes with your body and mind. Give it a break, right? Because even just like your bodybuilders or anybody in the gym, guess what? The real work consists of relaxation, repairing, rebuilding. It's not attacking the weights so much. It's actually the rest period, the relaxation. You need that in order to have thought process. Your mind is very powerful. Just don't burn it out. Now, the last rule is based on systems. Systems are something that we provide and we should have to give ourselves to work off of. Now, when we try to stay focused and productive, we implement these systems because not only did you take action, you put in the intense work and you have the breaks, but you have to learn to get the reps in. That's the only way to get productive, right? And focused. When you get reps in, repetition, now your brain and your body have something to go off of, right? And what happens here is you're able to have a clear thinking of the objective of how to obtain the goal. Also, when you have systems in place, you learn how to plan for the future, right? Because you've done it once, you can do it again. To be the master of being focused and productive, you must not only take action, but take notes of your notes, if that makes sense, right? Study yourself. That's the data. You have to learn how to take everything in blocks and chunks. And as the saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Now go back and study that chunk to see what works and what didn't. Now that brings me to the next point of you have to use what works only. Part of being focused and productive is seeing results. Because if you implement systems and they don't work, you have to change it up. whether it's studying for a test, working out, planning for the future, right? That's the unknown. But if you take the first step of planning, getting things right, everybody needs to tune and can refine and tune the systems that they work on every day. To be productive, you have to learn how to apply not only your body, but most important, mindset. How disciplined are you? How motivated are you? Are you willing to go the extra mile to improve and get over the hurdle? Being focused and productive is discipline. Take away the distractions, take away everything that doesn't work, and only listen to the data that did work. And I can use this on plenty of examples. At the same time, you have to not only put in the work, but rest, but just have a clear mind. When you have clarity, now you're giving the map. You're able to see where you're going and how you need to go. When you implement systems, you have something to fall back on. I think that's the issue with a lot of people that just do it to do it. There is no guidance. There is no map. There is no self-reflection. And ultimately, they get lost in the woods. Now, there are exceptions. I get it. But majority of the time, it's really taking on tasks little by little, implementing systems, and just going off of that. To be focused and productive, it starts with you. No one will wake you up. No one's going to hold your hand. It's on you. So why not control the schedule you have, the time you have, right? The resources you have in order to grow and be better. Well, that ends today's episode. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like today's episode, smash that like button. Also, comment below. Are you a procrastinator? Very organized? Are you anxious about everything? Overthinker? You let me know. Tell me your thoughts on today's topic. Now, as always, go out and be positive.